Hello everyone, welcome back to Study Zone. In today's video, we will learn to construct DFA that accepts set of all strings over A, B of length 2. So here the main thing what we have to understand here is over A, B of length 2, which means it should have exactly 2 characters, which means here we have to write all the possible combination of A and B which should have exactly 2 length, which means it should have 2 symbols or characters we can say. So what are all the combinations we can write in A, B which is of length 2? We can write A and A at the beginning, B at the end, B, A and B. Right, so here we have to construct a DFA that accepts strings of A's and B's having exactly length 2 over AB of length 2. So at first what we have to write? We have to write the alphabets, right? So what are all the alphabets? Alphabets are A and B. And what are all the languages? Here we have to write the languages that obey the question, right? So the languages are these 4, which means the languages are AA, AB, BA, BB. So apart from this, here this is a finite number of terms in the languages, right? There is nothing like so on or infinite number of terms like that, because we have only 4 set of string that can be accepted. So apart from that, what we have to do? We have to reject the elements which are greater than 2 or less than 2, which means if the combination of symbols are like A or ABA or null set or BBA, anything like this should be rejected. Only these form terms should be accepted, because we have the question of exactly 2 strings or 2 combinations. Okay, so after that, these are all the basic things we should know, right? So what are all the languages, alphabets, and what to accept and what to reject. So now we have to write the states and then we have to construct the DFA. So let's go through that. So at first, to write the transition diagram, we have to know about the states. So since there are 2 symbols here, we should take 3 states, right? So here the one more easiest step to write this is, here we have to take the states. So here Q0 is a state which didn't read any symbol. Okay, so Q0 is a start state seen 0. Let's take it didn't see any characters or symbol. So Q1 is a state which will be reading symbol 1, which means Q0 is moving to Q1 when it read 1 input symbol. Okay, and Q1 will be moving to Q2 when it read a symbol 2, which means, so let's take a simple example. Q0 is a state which will be there in this state when it didn't read any symbol, right? So it is moving to Q1 when it read, let's take as A, and Q1 will be moving to Q2 when it read 2 symbols, which means already read A, so A is already there with it, and after it read other symbol, it will move to Q2 like that. Okay, so Q0, Q1, Q2 is done. Now I have a question, what to do here? If it is 1 symbol is read, it will be in Q1 state, right? If it read 2 symbols, it will be in the Q2 state. So this is the accepting state. Why? Because we have to construct a DFA that accept exactly 2 symbols of A and B. Now my question is, what to do if we get more than 2 symbol? So if I get more than 2 symbol, I should move to dead state. So there is another state, that is a dead state. So it will be there if we read more than 2 symbols. Okay, so we have 4 state Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3. So this is the QD, this is the accepting state, because this is the state where we are going to read 2 symbols. Okay, let's write the transition diagram. So now to write the transition diagram, at first what we have to write? We have to write 4 states that we have already discussed, where Q0 is the starting state and Q1 is a state which is going to read 1 symbol, and Q2 is a state which is going to read 2 symbol. So now this is the hero for our problem, because this is the accepting state. And then we have QD, which is a dead state. Okay, so now here the thing is simple, which means here, look here, if in Q0, if I read A or B, I am moving to Q1, because at the end I can have any combination of A, B, anything can be there in starting, right? Which means I can have A or B, anything. So I can read A or B, anything, to move to the next state, that is Q1. So here let's take, we have already read A. Okay, now I can have again anything, right? Because I can have B also, I can have A also. Both are correct. So here also on A or B, I am moving to next state. So here A, B is done. So in this state, if I read again A or B, so let's take A, B is done. Now if I have A or if I have B, I should move to dead state, because I need only 2 elements. If there is more than 2 elements, I should move to dead state. So after that, let's take, I have A, B, A. Okay, so if I have A, B, A, again A, I should be there oscillating in the dead state only. If I have A, B, A, or A, B, or A, B, A, B, A, I should move to dead state only. So now let's check whether our transition diagram is proper or not. So while checking, first thing, what should we know? Q0 should be the state which should have both the symbol, right? So from Q0 on A it is moving to Q1, correct, and B also it is moving to Q1, it is correct, which means I wrote the transition diagram, or I am transmitting from one state to another state on both the symbols. Here also both symbols are done. Here also both symbols are done. Here also it is done. So my transition or our transition diagram is proper. Now what we have to do? We have to check it with the help of examples, right? So let us take some of the examples. So now let us take the first example, that is A, B. So this is exactly 2 symbols. So our transition diagram will be correct if it ends up in the Q2 state, right? So Q0 on A, Q0 on A, moving to Q1, and Q1 on B, Q1 on B, moving to Q2. So it's there in Q2 state. So this is correct. Now I have A. So what to do here? So if I have A, Q0 will be moving to Q1 and end up here only on consuming A. So this is not the accepting state, and this one also shouldn't get accepted. So my transition diagram is correct. Okay, this one is getting rejected. Now I have A, B, A. So Q0 on A moving to Q1, and then we have B, Q1 on B moving to Q2, and Q2 on A, it is moving to dead state. So the string will get trapped in the dead state and it is rejected. So this is also correct. Now I have BA as the example, right? So for BA, Q0 on B, Q0 on B moving to Q1, and Q1 on A moving to Q2. So it is there in the accepting state, so my string get accepted. Okay, last example, A, B, B. So think whether it should get accepted or rejected. Since it is more than 2 characters, it should get rejected, right? So let's check. Q0 on A, Q0 on A, moving to Q1, done. Q1 on A, moving to Q2, done. And then Q2 on B, moving to dead state. Now again B, so it will be there in the dead state only, so it is getting rejected. So our transition diagram is proper. Now let us write the transition table. So this is simple. What you have to do is you have to write all the states. Okay, Q0, Q1, Q2, and we have dead state QD. And then in the top we have to write the input symbols. They are A and B. Now what we have to do is we have to check Q0 on A. Where it is moving? It is moving to Q1. So Q0 on A moving to Q1, and then Q0 on B also in this case moving to Q1, and then Q1 on A moving to Q2, and Q1 on B also moving to Q2, and then Q2 on A moving to QD, and Q2 on B again moving to QD, and QD on A remains in QD only, and QD on B also remains in QD only. So this is how we represent transition diagram and transition table. So to recap, we have constructed a DFA that accepts all strings over A and B of length 2, and then we have selected 4 states. They are Q0, Q1, Q2 and QD, and this DFA accepts only AA, AB, BA and BB. Apart from this, it rejects everything. Thanks for watching. If this explanation helped you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe the channel and share with your friends who are learning Automata Theory. Thank you.